Have you ever used a phrase that you felt in your gut, but when asked to describe it, you had no idea what it actually meant? That was me when I asked myself what it meant to have some dumb fun. So I have set out to match that phrase with a proper definition that doesn't come from Google. The first thing that comes to mind when I hear dumb fun is doing unlikely things to achieve something in a game. Something like a silly challenge to test your skills. Something you have to be really good at a game for it to work, or just really lucky. Some might say these challenges would be silly in nature because it's not how you're supposed to play these games. A good example of what I mean here is if you played a game with your feet instead of your hands to control your character. It's definitely fun to watch, and it's definitely not what any developer would plan or have in mind when making their game. But is this dumb fun? Some might say yes, but I am inclined to say that no, it's not. Here's why. Though it may be silly to play a game with your foot, it's a test of skill to perform the same things in the game with your foot that you could accomplish with your hands. So it may be fun to play with your foot, but it isn't dumb fun in my opinion. So is dumb fun playing a game how it wasn't intended? I think that could fit as a definition if it wasn't for the fact that speedrunners also play games how they were never intentioned by exploiting bugs, ignoring quests, and bypassing goals to complete a game in the quickest time. Are speedrunners having dumb fun when they practice or perform their craft? I would be led to believe no, that they do enjoy what they are doing, it isn't dumb fun. Thus tossing out the notion that dumb fun is simply playing a game how the developer didn't intend people to enjoy it. So then, is having dumb fun playing a select game type or a game within a specific genre? One such example of this might be games like Goat Simulator or Untitled Goose Game, where the goal is to mess around or ruin people's day as a little goose. Some consider playing these more abstract or silly games as being dumb fun. Though I would agree there are games that you can have dumb fun with that do fall under these categories, I disagree with the idea that having dumb fun comes from playing these games. Specifically in Untitled Goose Game, there's a learning curve and skill involved in, say, getting an old lady to confuse you for a bust of a goose. There's a certain puzzle-solving aspect of the game that takes skill and practice to master and beat the game. So, though you may be having dumb fun while playing the game, I would argue that it does not derive from the game itself regardless of the title you're playing. So, if it isn't down to what game you're playing, or playing it in a specific way, then what would I define dumb fun as? Well, it's very simple actually. In my opinion, dumb fun is mindless play or mindless enjoyment. Mindless in the fact that you don't have to think very hard or use a lot of muscle memory to beat or overcome something. It's just something that's either easy to do or silly in the nature of the task. For example, if you already know the honking mechanic in Untitled Goose Game, you can go around honking at everyone and scaring them like the mad goose you are. That is a mindless task that you can easily enjoy within the game, and is a good example of real dumb fun. This isn't limited to puzzle games with loud birds either. You can have dumb fun in just about any game. Take Team Fortress 2 for example, a game with fish for melee weapons, drunken Scottish Cyclops with grenade launchers, and flying Americans with shovels that can nearly one-hit KO you from above. In a game like TF2 with so much depth and variety, there are lots of ways to have dumb fun, some of which aren't even related to the combat of the game, such as walking around the map with your melee out holding crouch and being passive, otherwise known as being friendly, or useless to your team. Take your pick. Dumb fun can come from many different forms, and what some would consider to be dumb fun wouldn't be felt the same way for other players. To me, it's more personal. What you like about certain games determines then what dumb fun could mean for you. For example, in Doom 2016, if you only used your pistol and it's dumb fun for you because you can aim like a god already and find your arsenal of weapons to be boring, then that's dumb fun for you, and maybe not me who likes to run around with a shotgun missing every single shot. I love the idea of dumb fun being this personal thing for every person, because there are so many amazing games out there with an innumerable amount of ways to play them. This idea that each person's taste defines what is dumb fun for them is amazing to me and further showcases just how awesome and impactful video games can be in our lives. Because this concept of dumb fun extends beyond video games and into our daily lives. Though I have no personal examples of this, I'm certain you all have instances of having dumb fun with your buds over the years. Maybe it was that one sick party in college where you got so messed up you sang the national anthem backwards in your underwear, or maybe you didn't have any drinks and just did that on a dare. My point is that dumb fun is a great thing not just for gamers, but for people. It comes down to the way you were raised, what you believe, and how you enjoy the many things in your life. It all comes down to you. One of my favorite sayings is, "To each their own," and this principle certainly applies to the concept of dumb fun. What is fun for you may not be fun for others of different backgrounds, ages, etc. So it's no one's place to say what is and isn't dumb fun for you or anyone else. At the end of the day, my final and really main point is, don't judge others because of what they find fun, just because it's not something of your taste. Let people play how they want to play and have all the dumb fun they want.